It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer that I first reviewed 7 years ago. Got an IPA glass, got the beer. It's a 440 milliliter can of Brewdog's Mr. President. It's a 9.2%. Look at that, 9.2. Now, this beer has evolved into its own thing, I suppose. The history of this beer, if you have a look at the first beer review of this beer, it was produced for Tesco. It was a Tesco's made double IPA from Brewdog, but it was in a bottle, a 330 milliliter bottle. I believe the ABV has stayed the same, 9.2 over the years. And the difference is that it was once £2. You could buy Brewdog Mr. President for £2, 9.2% ABV, and it was a Tesco exclusive beer. You could only buy it in Tesco. What's nice about it is I haven't seen this beer anywhere else other than Tesco. But the fact that it's still in Tesco, okay, it's changed. It's in a 440 milliliter can, 9.2% ABV. It's not exclusive. It's not written that it's exclusive for Tesco's anymore, but the beer's still around. It's been around a long time. I reckon this beer between Tesco and Brewdog has been brewed probably for 8 to 9 years plus. And considering Brewdog only started in 2000, I say only, it's a long time, 2006, they struck up a supermarket deal very early on in their journey, and it's still being produced. So have a look at the video, put in Brewdog's Mr. President, you will see my bottle review from all those years ago. I've not watched it back because I want to be in a position where I can be completely kind of like not being swayed by my former self, if you like, in reviewing this beer. Let's go into it blind. Good levels of smoke on the can opening. I've probably got a better glassware than back then as well. I think glassware has improved massively in the last decade. Oh, this looks good. This looks kind of big and deep and malty, like an IPA would have been from America all those years ago. This could be a West Coast IPA then. Oh, the difference, whereas this used to cost £2, it's now, I picked this up for £4, so it's doubled in price. You get a little bit more beer, you get 100ml more beer. 330 bottle to 440 can is 100ml, so you're getting more beer for your money, but you're paying a little bit more money. But it was 7 years ago, and we've been through a few things since then, haven't we? One finger, slightly off-white head, a lovely kind of deep tangerine, almost ginger in colour, isn't it? Carbonation is small, tight. The beer is well behaved. No sediment in the bottom of the glass. All looks very good. Let's get the aroma. Oh, lemon neck. It smells quite sweet, but it smells quite potent all at the same time. It's like a candied hop. Tangerine candy with some spices. They could probably rebrand this as some kind of Christmas beer if they wanted to. I'm pretty sure they could. Spicy, peppery, orange, like Christmassy, almost kind of fruitcake like. Smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Oh. Oh, that gave me a tingling sensation down my arms. Oh, Brewdog. Oh, isn't it funny? I don't think this recipe's changed throughout the many years that this beer's been produced. I think this is silently sat on a Tesco shelf and been quite brilliant for all those years. Yes, over the years I've been quite critical of the changes that I feel personally Brewdog have gone through in terms of being a small craft brewer into a now big kind of macro brewer as they are. I feel that as they've grown, the quality has not stayed the same as their kind of small cottage industry cells once were. But this is good. This is really good. Stone the crows. It tastes like they've forgotten to change it. It tastes like that they've gone, oh, this one's fallen by the upgrade program. It's not been upgraded. I say upgraded, it's not been changed. It doesn't taste of a Brewdog beer. You don't taste that Brewdog water. You don't taste that Brewdoggy taste in the beer. It's not there. It really isn't there. You're getting spices, pepperiness, orange peel, fleshy blood orange, grapefruit, lovely bitterness on the back end, lovely sweetness to begin with. It's really good. It's really good. I just hope Mr. Watt doesn't watch this video and go, blimmin' heck, we must change this. We must change this beer and make it into every other Brewdog beer that... I hope this flies by the way. Because I know Mr. Watt watches a couple of my videos. Not all of them, of course, but I know he watches some. And we do, every now and again, email back and forth for quick chat. But this is good. This is good beer. It really is. And if you do, Mr. Dicky, Mr. Watt, end up watching this video, please leave this alone. Leave this alone. It's flying under the radar. Look at this. Look as I'm rolling this beer back and forth. This reminds me of a old school, like Stone Brewing Company, Brewdog of old. Like other American breweries. I haven't drank American beer for such a long time now. You like your Oscar Blues, your old-fashioned Oscar Blues, double IPAs, and it's got great body. The body is fantastic. The taste, the aroma, everything just fits together really well. I really like that. Right, water, malted barley, hops and yeast. That's how we like it. The 4 ingredients, the Reinheitsgebot of beer. I really like that. I've got no problem spending £4 on a can of this beer. If you haven't tried Brewdog's Mr. President, it's almost exclusively made for Tesco. Perhaps it's Tesco's influence. Perhaps it's Tesco going, hey, this is our beer, this is our recipe, leave it alone. It might be that. If you want to taste a beer that... Let me start that again. If you want to taste a Brewdog of old beer, what they used to be about, what they used to represent, what they used to be in terms of quality, then try Brewdog's Mr. President as of February 2024. If you're trying this in 3 years' time and you're like, no, it just tastes like any other Brewdog beer, then it's 3 years down the line and there's not a lot I can do about that. But if you want to try it in the next couple of months, next few months, try it. It's Brewdog of old. It's a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.